Next question concerns energy and the environment. Legislation in both the House and the Senate would strictly regulate and tax energy use and possibly create an additional burden on virtually every facet of our economy. What is your position regarding the congressional carbon use taxes and other environmental acts currently under consideration, and what kinds of policies will you support to meet our current and future energy needs?
I serve on the Utilities Committee in the State Senate, and I often see the arguments between the environmentalists and the ones that come in and understand what it takes to provide energy adequately and for an affordable cost here in this state and across this country. Energy, I believe, is one of the most important issues because it's a national security issue. We continue to send dollars to countries who don't like us. And I believe for us, we need to take advantage of the resources that we have given, the God-given resources that we have here in this country. And I believe that the cap and trade or the cap and tax legislation that is being proposed in Washington would kill our economy because it's an indirect tax on each one of us. It's going to be passed on to our utilities, who are going to then pass it on to us as consumers, and then we're going to be paying the bill to send to those states around the country who have different resources than what we have here in Indiana. Indiana would be the hardest hit state by the cap and trade legislation because we're a coal-dependent state. Technology is going to fix our energy solutions if we're willing as a people, and if we can get our government to stop tying the hands of those people who are willing to go after those resources.
You know, the plumber in me likes to call it crap and tax. You know, that's exactly what it is. You know, it's based on false science and on environmental extremism. You know, we have been blessed with a lot of resources right here in our own nation. Let me freak you out here a little bit. You know that just in the states of Colorado, Utah, and Wyoming alone, in shale oil, we have 3 times as much oil as Saudi Arabia. We have 27% of the world's coal right here just in the lower 48. And it's figured that we have twice as much of that in Alaska. Folks, we should be taking care of ourselves right now. Energy independence equals jobs, equals prosperity, equals freedom. Hoosiers should lead in innovation. Hoosiers should lead in production. Hoosiers should lead in efficiency. If I say drill, baby, drill, do you know what I'm talking about? Dig, baby, dig. Glow, baby, glow. That's nuclear. That sounds a little scary. All right, good. All right. Blow, baby, blow. Wind. All right. Grow, baby, grow. We should do it all, and we can do it all right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a financial advisor. I manage people's money for a living. How many of you enjoyed paying $4 a gallon for gasoline? How many of you have been paying attention to the fact that gas is creeping back to $3 a gallon? It is. I would submit to you that a year ago, what broke the back of the American economy was $4 a gallon gasoline. We could not sustain it. Most people do not live within their means. They still had to get to work, and they were paying 3 times as much to get to work. This president has no concern whatsoever with the thought of the fact that you could possibly be paying, again, $4 a gallon. In fact, unfortunately, it would probably fit his plan for America to cut us down to size. We cannot let that happen. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you a question. I must tell you, in a lot of respects, I'm a disenfranchised Republican. You know, I love it that we're talking about energy independence now, but why weren't we drilling in Anwar when we were in control of both houses of Congress? Why are we just now talking about that? Why didn't we solve some of these problems then? Now, the American people, I believe, are going to give us one more chance. I believe Republicans are going to get another opportunity to right the wrongs that are taking place in this world, but we dare not squander that opportunity. And we must become energy independent, and we must begin by drilling right here on the North American continent and getting the reserves of oil that are right here at our fingertips. We will send a message to our enemies that we will no longer be beholden to them. He's going to shine that light in my face.